Hey y'all, thanks for checking out Euclid Mining. So tonight, yeah, I'm shutting down. Shutting down the GPUs, shutting down the ASICs, shutting down the farm. And I'll tell you, it's not because the profitability isn't there. Well, it isn't there. We all know that. But it's a difference of opinion on what the electric costs. Now, my electric has been around $650, it's upwards of $700 and even a little higher. Now, at different times of the year, I had been running more ASICs and the GPUs started to build up with more of those. I got those two 8-card rigs, and so yeah, my electric usage has gone up. But my wife seems to think that I'm using way more than I am. Now, I showed her the numbers, and the numbers, are the numbers. But she didn't believe that they were real. And the only way to really come up with a base number of how much electric we use in our house every month is to shut down for 30 days. Now, I disagreed with this. I showed the numbers, the math is there, but it's still a sore spot. So I'm going to shut down for 30 days. My electric bill starts its new cycle on the 19th, which is today. So if I shut down today and I go for 30 days, and turn on the 19th of November, then we will see a base. Now, it isn't the summertime anymore, so we're not using our AC units. And I looked up the math on them, and they pull about $110 per unit. We have two units because we're two floors. And, so you figure it's about 220 bucks right there. Well, our claim was that, we only used to spend about $200 a month on electric. Now we're spending, $700 a month on electric. And there's no way that that comes from anything else but me. Now, like I said, I used to have a couple extra ASICs, and yeah, the bill went up to around 850 bucks one month, I think, and looked a little crazy. But recently, with just having one L3 running downstairs and the two 8-card rigs running, I am definitely not using $650 worth of electric, or at least let's say $450 worth. So today, I'm going to go ahead and take care of business and just kind of get to the bottom of it. Now I'm going to do a little math here. I pulled the numbers right off the PDU. So first things first, let's take care of some business. So that's the 8-card rig, the RTX 3060 rig right there, and the first one was the RTX 3060 Ti. Shutting them down. I do have the ASIC, and I just rebooted it because it was giving me a little trouble, so that's why it's just up for a little bit right now. But that one's been mining Ninecoin, so let's go ahead and stop that one for now, and then I'll have to go down there and actually unplug it. I'll also be turning off the fans in the grow tent, and then that'll be it. So there it is. So we're shutting down here. So let's go ahead and look up some numbers. So first things first, let's go ahead and get a calculator up over here. Now I pulled my numbers directly off of the PDU. So it's amps times volts gives you watts. So let's put the numbers in here. So it's 245.5 times 9.05. And that gives me 2200. Now, Hive, I think I probably missed it here. Here we go, right here. So Hive has got me listed at 2356. And if I look at my actual numbers, I'm at 2221. So Hive is actually reporting more electricity usage than this is. Now, typically people always argue about Hive, saying Hive doesn't show enough, that it says 2356 and it's really 456. It's another 100 or 150 more. Well, look at, in this case, it's actually less. So yeah, so there you go. So it says I'm using more power than I really am, because that's straight off the wall, 2200 watts. So now let's take this number. Okay. Also, let's go ahead and bring up, let's see. Let's bring up the L3. Now, I didn't take that power reading off the wall, but I was running at 504. I was running at stock, so 504. So this is basically what it is. Let's just say that's $2 a day. Just round it up. Just round it up so we're there. So $2 a day. That's 60 a month. So let's go over here and let's bring our calculator up here. So we're going to put in here how many watts, and we're going to be doing that for 24 hours, and we pay 10 cents. So let's calculate that out. So let's just say that's 160. And then you throw on top of that the other 60 for the L3. You're looking at around what? So 220. So you're looking at about 220 a month. So let's look at that again. So if we are running the last of the electric bill at $650, and you minus 220, that leaves $430 a month. So when we basically split up our bills, I mean, we just kind of, always putting our money in together for paying bills, just like any couple would, we always were going by, or she was going by the assumption that it was going to be $200 a month for electric. So she would say, here's 100 in the account, and I put 100 in the account, and we pay the bills. A little different than that, but you get the idea. Well, apparently it's not. It's more like $215 a month. Now, that's for this bill. Now, we just got out of paying with the air conditioning and things like that, so it's definitely a lot less electric is going to be used. So it's going to be really a bad time to do this. Should have done this 2 months ago in the middle of summer to really get that full effect. But here's the thing. Here's going to be the catch. If we're not even using the ACs right now, because it's pretty cold outside. As a matter of fact, this morning when I got in my car, it was 31 degrees. It was 1 degree below freezing. So, the cars were all frosted. It's cold. So we're not going to be using the AC right now. Let's see if the electric bill next cycle is for $200. Because if it's for $200, the funny thing is that if those two big AC units outside are running at about $110 each a month, that's $220 right there alone. So if our electric bill at the end of this next month is around $200, that's to say that's with no air conditioning running every month also. But I'm telling you, it's going to be more. It's going to be more. We're going to find out. I'm actually a little pissed off about the whole thing, but the fact that I have to shut down to prove this when the numbers are right here. I mean, I pull them right off the meter. So anyway, yeah, I'm shutting down, but I'm not shutting down forever. This has got to be done so we can get a baseline and to show that what I'm really pulling is really what I'm pulling. There's no question about this. I know the numbers. I mean, I got them right here. Just saw the math right here. It's crystal clear. There's no denying what it is to run this. And at $220 a month, at maximum right now, it's impossible that I have a $650 electric bill and that it's from this. It's not. That means that $400 and something of it is really from just regular usage. And that also is when we've only been using the AC for about half of this month. So you can imagine it would be another 100, 150 more on top of that in the dog days of summer especially. So anyway, nothing for nothing. Need to get this done. So here we are. Don't worry, I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up. I got some other stuff. I'm going to be going over a couple of the investments that I'm in. I've got some testing. I had that 130/60 card was giving me trouble. I'm going to get to use the test rig that I've only used, I think, once so far. Like I said, it became my core wallet computer. So my standalone. So, excuse me. So yeah, so I've got some other stuff I got to be doing. I'm even debating on using the server case. I don't know if you can see it back there. Let me blow it out to the full screen so you can see. I think you can see back there. Can you see the server case over there? I think I've been debating on firing that thing up. I think I need a better power supply. The power supply, it's in there. I turned it on one day and it's like an ASIC power supply. It's the box and it's a screamer. And I got to find a better power supply. So I've got two more 1200 watt PDUs, not PDUs, power supplies, the Dell server power supplies. And I'm going to, actually, I don't think those are Dell. So those are HP power supplies, and the breakout boards that I got from Parallel Miner. So I may see if I can fit that. Otherwise, I want to buy a really decent power supply that's going to not have those fans screaming, because that's a big thing, So I may try to put that together. I've got a couple things I'm fooling around with. So I've got some new ASICs that, maybe I'm going to shut down for a month, but that only means I got to come back with more, right? You knock them down, you got to come back with more, right? So maybe a couple new ASICs in the pipe. You know, we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is a really sad time. I got to tell you, I really wasn't looking forward to this at all. Yeah, everybody's down now. And you know, look, it had to happen. This has got to go through. I got to go through this. I've got to get that baseline, and then that way, we'll have an idea what to look for through the winter. Then, if I can just show the math again in coming summertime of what our units are actually pulling, then I'll be able to adjust as we move forward. But we're getting right into winter, and I wanna set up the baseline of what I'm going to be using for power wise. So anyway, y'all, shutting down for all the wrong reasons. If anybody was shutting down, it wasn't going to be me. So I'm really I'm disappointed that it came to this, but I think that it's again something that needs to be done. So anyway, comments down below. Like I said, I've got some stuff coming up. I'll still be putting some videos out. I've been looking at some of the investments I made a while back. What disasters. Oh my God. So I'll probably go over a couple of those. You get a good laugh. Anyway, thanks for checking in. If you want to subscribe and watch the mine or not mine, you can hit the button right over there. You want to watch a video on how to mine, something I am not doing, I'm going to have a link right up over there for you. I appreciate y'all checking in, and I'll see y'all next time. Stay strong.